Welcome back, everybody, into the Murky Cup Qualifier. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have the dudes, and on the right is going to be Storm League Enjoyers. We are heading into map number 1, Infernal Shrines. This is a semi-final matchup, so bounties can be claimed. We will see what will be picked up. Of course, this is the draft style of heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in the series, so keep that in mind. But of course, bans at the top of the screen don't add to that list. No tournament baseline bans, all that good stuff. Storm League Enjoyers will be banning away Tomb of the Spider Queen and Battlefield of Eternity, and the dudes will get rid of Special, which is Haunted Mines, Blackheart's Bay, or Warhead Junction and Sky Temple. So you actually get a couple bans there. Unrelated to anything, but I gained 40 pounds since the start of the pandemic. Finally decided to do something, and starting 3 weeks ago, I've officially lost 15 pounds this morning. Congratulations, Lard. That is not easy to do. Big on you, my friend. That's huge. That's a big deal. That is a very big deal. My biggest thing during COVID was I drank a lot more. I had a lot more beers, so I stopped. I just stopped having more beers. So that was the issue for me, is that I was drinking a lot of beer, and I was gaining some weight from that, actually. But then I just, yeah. Because it's very much Tahoe in a nutshell. Is like, oh, are you going to do something? Grab a beer. There's a lot of things that revolve around alcohol out here, so it's kind of hard to take a break or get away from it. But with hard work and determination, we did. Lucio and Johanna banned away on the left-hand side. Maev, Mephisto on the right. A first pick Diablo for Storm League Enjoyers. All right, they want that hard initiation. Apocalypse value is pretty good. Lightning Breath. Could see a Leoric maybe grabbed by Storm League Enjoyers as well for the for the Entomb plus the Lightning Breath. That's an opportunity. Blaze Hanzo on the left-hand side. Okay. Yeah, I still like the Leoric here into the Blaze for the solo lane. Hanzo, maybe they need someone to dive into him. We could see a potential Medivh for Storm League Enjoyers as well, but either way. And like literally, like half my friends would be like, "Oh, we're going on the mountain to go skiing or snowboarding. Better grab some beers." And I'm like, "No. No, I'm good. I'll have my beer when I'm done." There's that Leoric. Anduin coming through as well. I do like the Light Bomb potential. Speaking of Light Bomb, do they fear the Genji? Now, of course, the dudes will have first pick after this mid-ban phase, so they could look for the Cybernetic Ninja for their own draft. We'll have to wait and see what that is going to be. Ban-wise, otherwise ban-wise, could get rid of like a Greymane or something like that. Something that dives with the Diablo, maybe even Chromie. I get rid of Genji, okay. I was thinking like maybe Greymane, so you have like Cursed Bullet Chunk or Chromie even. She's wonderful for this map. Mephisto already being banned away, as this is a prioritized map for him quite often. And suddenly I had excess money and got my first full-time job and suddenly cut down on basically all activity because I stopped leaving the house. Yeah. DoorDash will get you, man. DoorDash will get you. It'll get you. Speaking of money, we gotta figure out how to pump up these numbers here, chat. Gotta figure out how to pump up everything for the stream. Viewership, subs, all that good stuff. We gotta figure that out. But until we do that, we have a Brightwing and Muradin picked with a Hanzo Blaze. Still a lot of Brightwing priority, even with the nerf on our level 1, and that level 1 Hypershift is still being taken. A lot of people were saying, oh, this is the era of Greater Polymorph. Doesn't look like it. There's the Chromie I was talking about. Wrapping this up, they need... I want like an auto attacker with this. Tracer, Greymane, Raynor. Vala wouldn't be bad. I think an auto attacker here would be really, really good. Some more sustained damage on top of the burst that you have. You've got a great initiation from Diablo, a follow-up from Anduin, Leoric with slows. The Tracer is perfectly picked up here. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, you know what? A Cassia pickup wouldn't be too bad. Your wave clear is a little... No, your wave clear would be fine. The Cassia providing the blind and a Tracer. Could look at a Gul'dan as well for that Horrify to push people away.
Here's to help with the numbers.
Abi-san! That's exactly what I was talking about. Thank you for the Prime Gaming for 10 months. Thank you for your continued support. I appreciate you, and so does Bandit. And now that you've subscribed, we can get into map number 1 of our third best of 3 of the day. Thanks, bud! Oh yeah, Probius got drafted. Exclamation Probius. Alright, I did make sure the team names are correct this time. There is a Probius in the game. Let's go. On the left of our map here, Infernal Shrines, map number 1, our second semifinal of the day. Winner of the series goes on to the grand finals up next. Loser of the series takes 3rd or 4th place. Left-hand side, the dudes with a Gaff, Muradin, Banana, Brightwing, Ixer playing Probius. Gia is going to be your Hanzo, and we'll have a Blod on Blaze. No one freeing the sword there. Right side of the map, there's your level 1s if it does matter for your Twitch prediction. Itrex is playing Leoric. We got an Arion Tracer, Alvarez on the Chromie, twice playing Diablo, and Love Calls are going to be your Anduin. Thank you, Abisan. Appreciate it, bud. Uh-oh! It is the era of Greater Polymorph coming through. Thank you for the double redemption, and we'll do that right after this game. If I do forget, please remind me. I actually literally just went to the pet store on Wednesday and got Bandit some new treats because Nancy was very generous and donated for some new treats for Bandit. So I was like, hell yeah, brother, sister. Hell yeah, we'll spoil the boy. I should have got, there's actually 2 different ones that Bandit really likes. I should have got both of them while I was there. But one of the bags is like 50% full, and it has, it's basically like beef jerky treats that are really, really good for his like hips and joints. It's like hips and joints jerky or something. I forget the specific name. But thank you again. Yo, Desert Jester, good morning. That Bulgogi in Discord looked pretty good. Nicely done, bud. I did Sloppy Joe's the last 2 nights, and tonight, I don't know what I'm having. But tomorrow we're doing cooking stream, Desert Jester. Peanut butter cookies, as well as pan-seared steak with potatoes. Oven-roasted potatoes. Diablo coming in with the Shadow Charge, I think. That was a weird interaction right there. Or at least the audio was. We have a Jet Propulsion from Blaze with the Pyromania active. The Twin Flames coming out. He's got the Oil Slicks ignited, trying to heal up a bit, and Tracer can't find any sort of kill. Oh. Okay, we got a pause. Not sure. Gia is lagging. Okay, Gia is lagging. That is the wrong button again. Hi, everybody. I don't know how to stream. They should call it twerkies to help hip. Okay. We either need to let Cordless Power name things for the future, or we should take that ability away. That, I mean, it's a brilliant idea, but also not at the same time. Actually, I do love it personally. All right, anyways. Sorry, I just moved off the wave just in case we had any sort of stream snipies. What's going on here? What is going on? What the hell is going on? Oh, apparently someone immediately went AFK, but they both readied. Whatever. All right, here we go. Back into it. Looking to take down Muradin here. But no kills shall be achieved. Level 4s on both sides. 3rd win for Muradin. At level 1, we've got Probius with his Warp Resonance. Greater Polymorph for Brightwing. I'm assuming she'll go into the Unstable Anomaly level 4, continuing the Polymorph build, and absolutely. 9 stacks for Chromie on her level 1, Deep Breathing. She's got the Chronic Conditions, if I remember correctly, which is the Speed buff, debuff. Frozen Punisher will be our first Punisher of the game. Neopescence for Leoric. Fire Stomp build for the Diablo with the Soul Shield level 1. Piercing Light level 4 for our Anduin as we see an invade onto this camp. Diablo going to Shadow Charge onto the Muradin. He'll tank a couple tower shots, but no camp to be invaded or I guess it is invaded, but not stolen away by Storm League Enjoyers. God, I can't get over the name Twerkies. I can't get over that. And of course, me being me, I'm picturing a Shark Tank episode where we're trying to sell that. It's not going well. Mr. Wonderful is awful, as always. I love what iTrex did. Instead of going straight through the gate, went up in the lane a little bit to avoid a potential Stormbolt from Murden. It's not that big of a deal, but it's little things like that that are just awesome to see from these players. Twice getting hit with the Sonic Arrow. Doesn't seem like it phases this Diablo too much. Stormbolt into him. A Chastise from Anduin goes out onto the Blaze. Diablo Shadow charges in. Pyromania activated by Blaze. He's got that armor. Not a whole lot of mana left. As the Face Shift from Brightwing does come through. The Pulse Bomb on a banana! And Leoric gets the first kill. Ixer with like 6 HP. 5 more than he needed. Wow, that Probius almost going down. I trademarked already, dang. Hi, Sharks. Or Lion's Den for whatever region you're in, you know? If you don't know what Shark Tank is, but you live in the UK. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! That was really good from Alvarez right there. The Mobius Loop at level 7, providing some extra slows there. And this will be Frozen Punisher over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers, who do tap well and look to siege in through this top lane wave. Probius, by the way, is a bounty. So if the members of the Dudes win with the Probius, they will be able to claim that bounty. Of course, if they don't, no bounty to be claimed, and of course they lose the game. But it's a best of 3, and we'll see how things unfold here. Gaff getting hit with the Chastise, Face Shift from Brightwing, Temporal Loop onto him as well. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Gaff last summer in Germany. Lovely human. Overpowered to the Chastise. Doesn't seem like Murden will be picked off here. The Punisher pulled down by Hanzo. Pulse Bomb sharing a bit of that pain as Tracer recalls. I think she was trying to take down one of the enemies. As the minion wave is here, Chromie and Tracer working through this health of the fort. Polymorph onto Tracer. Time stop from the Chromie. Murden gets hit with 1 shot of the deep breathing. As our 10 talent here will be here soon. Peekaboo for the Brightwing. Nicely done right here in top lane. Bottom lane, we'll be seeing Leoric just pushing things out, up against the Blaze. I took an entrepreneurial class in college, and on the first day, the instructor asked us how many of us have seen Shark Tank, and literally was the only one who raised their hand. We talked a lot about Shark Tank in that class. I think Shark Tank is a fantastic way to learn about entrepreneurship. Ugh, what a word. I think it's like that TV show. Like, they don't always explain everything, but there's some episodes where they really do explain like the intricacies and the difficulties with some of the items, or like shipping and creating and landing and blah blah blah. So very, very fascinating, honestly. I think Shark Tank does a fantastic job of breaking things down. Now, you do get some memery stuff where like there's a product that comes on, you're like, there's no way anyone will back this. Literally, when my parents come to visit, we'll watch like a Shark Tank episode, like a couple Shark Tanks episodes over the 10 or so days they're here. And we have like sort of like a bet going whenever the episode starts. We'll listen to the pitch and we'll all be like, they don't get a bid, or you know, they don't get a shark or whatever. We're pretty accurate with it, but then there's a couple products where like, this is so stupid, why would anyone invest? And they do, and it's like, okay, whatever. They see something I don't. It isn't an elective for you. The elective I took was Spanish. The elective I took in college was Spanish because it was a quote-unquote easy A, but I also really like the professor, so that's really the reason I wanted to take the class. My god, Probius almost going down. Locked weirdly up against the wall right there. Wiggles past it. The Face Shift from Brightwing does come through. There's a leap of faith from Anduin onto the Diablo, pulling him to safety. Pylon Overcharge, Blink Heals, Bunker, Dragon's Arrow, and Avatar, excuse me. Light Bomb, Rewind, as well as the Sticky Bomb, Lightning Breath, and Entomb. Alright, Tracer in bottom lane, soaking up. Mortar Punisher will be spawning here in the mid. Fire Stomp from Diablo, scouts out the enemies, also gets a dismount, I believe. Pull away our talents here as our next objective phase is up and available. I believe this is the second objective phase of the game. Yeah, we're 8 minutes in, so that makes sense. There's going to be a Light Bomb onto the Brightwing. No, it's a Muradin who gets the Avatar activated, takes down Leoric. And now the Pylon Overcharge cooking up a Diablo. Jet Propulsion coming through from Blaze as well. Doesn't seem like Diablo's getting too low here. More Fire Stomps coming out from Diablo. He Shadow Charges onto the Muradin, who is going to be... Oh, the Leap of Faith is good, and Diablo will be saved. Leoric lands a big Entomb, but there's really no one around to help him out. He's going to have to Wraith Walk out of this, and it does seem like our objective phase goes over the side of the dudes. 1-to-1 in kills, and 13 talents here about to be here on the left. I had to get in a signed academic petition to bypass the school's second language requirement. I'm trying to think if that ever happened in my high school. I don't think there was anyone who, like, spoke a language fluently enough where they could quote-unquote bypass it. But I went to Catholic school, so, you know, rules are kind of different and weird there. Punisher takes down the mid lane fort. Punisher will go down after getting one barrage of molten missiles into the keep front gate. Why is it called Wraithwalk while he has no legs? Why is it called Wraithwalk if he has no legs during it? How you doing, Bathroom? Good to see you today, bud. It's a very good question. It's a very good question. Maybe it's not so much about walking, but the speed it goes. Anyways, bottom lane is going to be sieged in. Arcane Punisher coming up next. The top lane fort will be traded by Tracer, Leoric, and meanwhile in bottom lane, Ando and Diablo Chromie trying to provide enough artillery and zoning to keep the enemies back from getting the trade in structures. But the mid fort has gone down on the right, and top lane fort has gone down for the dudes. You're doing normal? Well, normal's good. Glad to hear. Drain Hope applied. Jet Propulsion from Blaze allows him to break that drain, and he'll go just clear the top lane wave. No, I know you were. But it got me thinking for a second, though, Bather. It got me thinking, like, why is it called Wraithwalk? Time Trap from Chromie, clearing out these pylons. More to be set up by Probius. But, I mean, it's not that big. I mean, it's still looking good. It's a level lead, a singular kill lead, but 16 talent tier will be a talent tier advantage. There's going to be an advantage for the dudes. I'm just looking around the map to see what they're going to do with this. They just going to hard siege bottom? All right. Because Wraith galloping would be silly. That's a good point. I mean, would you call it Wraith strutting? Nah. Should be like Wraith pass. There's a fart joke somewhere in there. Still siege in bottom lane, poking in onto the fort. Objective phase Arcane should be announced in a minute or so. Maybe less. Leoric is continually pushing up top, trying to get that soak. Ooh, even less than I thought.
Claim it in my name.
It's a Tracer to grab this camp in the top right with our Anduin. We'll see Leoric chilling over here on the right. He's going to scout out that the enemies are on this camp, and he won't step in. Alright, so... Mithril Mace level 16. We got the Critterize for Brightwing. Piercing Arrow Hanzo. Quantum Overdrive on our Chromie. Glyph of Faith for the Anduin. Tracer picks up the Ricochet. Excuse me, Ricochet. Ricochet. Rick steps up, looking for a few skeletal defenders. Jet Propulsion from Blaze onto the Diablos. He's looking to just get to safety right now. some scatters from Hanzo, poking into the objective area. Diablo lands the Shadow Charge, throws in a Fire Stomp. The Light Bomb flank from this Tracer. She has to recall away, gets the Leap of Faith from Anduin. Meanwhile, Probius does go down to the buried, the Entomb plus the Lightning Breath from Diablo. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze does trade. And Leoric does go down, but he can cheat death, and he can respawn into this engagement. 14 to 35 in Skeletal Defenders as Twipe gets a little bunny hop out of that engagement. Alvarez is going to dump in some sand, picks up a couple more Skeletal Defenders. Murden Dwarf tosses in. Hanzo with a natural agility over the wall, looking to chase in as well. And Tracer finishes up the objective. A time stop from Chromie as Anduin's Piercing Light does get a stack right there, but Chromie taken down. Murden Dwarf launching in, looking to take down the Anduin, but a Shadow Charge collides Murden into the wall, and I don't know how much value will be achieved from this objective. The Orc has respawned. Lands the Drain. Diablo Shadow Charges in. The Overpower onto Blood here. And it doesn't seem... I didn't even think the objective jump worked out onto that Blaze. It was a weird interaction, but still, it doesn't matter. Siege continues. Chromie dead for 20 seconds. Probius has returned. He's... Oh, good Punisher jump follow-up from the Light Bomb Tracer. Parting Gift as well, getting a little bit of that charge build-up. Diablo taken down by Muradin. Nicely done. And top lane fort did go down during all of this. This actually just went down during that siege. Hard commitment to take down the bottom lane fort, and unfortunately it's going to be left on a sliver of HP. Unless these spinning beams get enough damage? No, they're going to expire. Wait. Oh my god. The last spinning beam doesn't take it down. 132 HP left on this fort in bottom lane. Chromie can throw some sand at it. No big deal. But 5-2 in kills, and the dudes, they're looking to pick up this Probius bounty. Can they grab it? If you don't know, the bounties, obviously they're specific heroes or specific heroes with talents or even compositions. But, of course, you gotta win with it. It's not enough to just pick it and play it. You gotta win with it, too. Leoric will soak up mid lane, pushing back the camp that was grabbed earlier. We have our Mortar Punisher in mid coming up next. Mid fort is got the 2 towers. Mid fort, obviously, on the right is gone, and the keep front gate's taking a little bit of damage. As about almost a whole level lead to the side of the dudes. They started the games without me. Oh, Kaimo. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to subscribe for every hour you missed. Good thing you're already subscribed. Leoric, yeah, he's just gonna auto. He doesn't have Ominous Wraith or Royal Focus. He actually doubles back. And Hanzo doesn't see him, but he's actually gonna hearth out over here on the left-hand side. Hanzo's still looking for him, but we know he's right there. That's funny. Maybe? Ah, he's gone! Happy Saturday, Kaimo. Hope you're doing well. Good luck in D&D today. Try not to die. Oh, you guys are doing a Lard's one-shot, right? Eye tracks, please. Eye tracks, please. Tier 3 subcuts for 3 hours, right? Yeah, that was my joke. Because I was like, oh, Kaimo's tier 3 and 3 hours have passed. Perfect. I can make a little yuck. A little yoke. Excuse me. So, the Bruiser Camp... By the way, Kaimo, are you feeling better? You ate a lot of Taco Bell. I was curious how you're feeling today. 20s on both sides. We will see Probius pick up the Probius Loop. Did finish the Warp Resonance earlier on. Does also have the Quantum Entanglement, level 16. Rewind for Muradin, Bullseye, Fortified Bunker, and Speedy Dragon on the Brightwing. Censure Anduin stuck in a loop for Chromie. Diablo's holding level 20, but I'm assuming it's going to be Hellgate. Could go into Hellfire, could go Lord of Terror, but I think it's just going to be the Hellgate as we always see. Buried Alive, Composition B for Tracer. As here is our team fight around this objective facing 18 minutes in just about. Diablo gets the Shadow Charge in. No other follow-up outside of Chromie Poke. The Divine Stars being thrown up by Anduin. Dragon's Arrow onto 2. Murden follows that up with a Dwarf Toss Stormbolt into the Jet Propulsion of Blaze. But meanwhile, Hanzo's traded on the left-hand side of this engagement. Mithril Mace is done for Leoric. The Pylon Overcharge activated by Probius. And now Alvarez is trying to get away. 14 HP, I think, was the lowest I saw it go. Blaze goes in with the Jet Propulsion, lands the Twin Flame to take her down. And now, Banana, Gaff, Blood, they're all looking to finish out this objective. 30-33 in Skeletal Defenders. Diablo goes in onto Probius, doesn't find the kill. Full Souls, but he may be taken down here in a moment. Punisher actually gets picked up by Storm League Enjoyers. They lose the engagement, so 2-for-1 trade, favoring the side of the dudes. Right Wing gets the pull on the Punisher, gets the blink away. Uh-oh, Leoric is going to get his Wraith Walk. Gets dropped down to a third overall, or a quarter overall of his HP, but he's still doing just fine. You went to Chipotle for lunch today? You are a brave human being, my friend. Funny that they made Reavers a mount when they're supposed to be super slow. You don't get the Reaver speed upgrade? So, top lane wave and such cleared away. 7-3 in kills. The Punisher expires, and gotta be honest, Storm League Enjoyers don't feel like they're enjoying this game right now. They can't really crack the egg of the dudes. Team fights have not really gone their way. As I said, there's a 4-kill difference. Experience is pretty close, about a 3/4 level difference, favoring our blue squad. I've given up on Chipotle. I hate Chipotle at this point. Like, it doesn't taste that good. It's kind of overpriced. You don't get that much food, and usually the aftermath is not worth it. To put it politely. I'd rather eat Taco Bell. I think Taco Bell is higher quality food than Chipotle. You don't think they're that far behind? Structurally, no. No, there's a one structure difference, but, I mean, when you look at the kills, that tells a bit of a different story. That is the story that we have to kind of look at right now. Muradin may be taken down, stuck in a loop, buried alive, lightning breath, and a pulse bomb. This is exactly what Storm League Enjoyers need here. They need a kill. They need a couple kills so they can start pushing back these waves, because a lot's been pushed up against them in top and bottom specifically. Mostly top, actually, as you take a look at the minimap. Storm League Enjoyers just need to kill the core and they win the game. Is that how you win in Heroes of Storm? I've been casting this game for ages. I honestly still don't know. Alright, so that is a fort to fall. Oh boy! Oh boy. 21 minutes in. 20 seconds to go on Bird and Death Timer. No invade on this left side camp. Leo showing in the bottom lane wave. So it's the assumption that the teams are trading. Diablo anchoring over here on the left-hand side of the camp. Looks like they'll delay out this camp for the objective call. No, they're going to grab at the same time. They want these to crash against each other. Speaking of crashing, bottom lane, Catapult pushing up. Should be crashing onto the keep front gate unless that's managed. There's the activation of the shrine in 20 seconds. All right. Could be a game-winning push for either side, realistically. Keeps look about equal with the keep front gate. Oh, wait, Hellgate in from Diablo. Entomb from Leoric does find one. And that'll be Hanzo going down. Brightwing tried to help out with the phase shift. Gaff is getting low, and the Lightning Breath expires before they can take down the Muradin. Leoric is Wraith walking in, but they're not able to close the distance. They get the Hanzo kill, which is pretty big, and that will be objective phase over to the side of the dudes. Or excuse me, over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. What are the dudes going to do? What will the dudes do? Are they going to just try and trade across the map, grab camps? 20 seconds on bottom. Minute 16 on the left. This right side's up. Blaze is going to soak up bottom lane. Brightwing going to clear out top lane. Fallen Shaman. All right, so it's a lot of macro management while the objective is grabbed. Hanzo spawning in 30 seconds. And we have more than half of the Skeletal Defenders picked up already on the side of Storm League Enjoyers.
Red team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
So, there's that Impaler camp, as I mentioned, pushed up. Probius with Hearthing out of bottom area. Hanzo up in 4 seconds. He's got a Dragon's Arrow available. Tracer blinks in. Takes out the Photon Cannon of Probius. Light Bomb. Diablo didn't have an ability to close the distance, or a target maybe. He actually might have not had Shadow Charge. He might have used it already. The Temporal Loop into the Overpower, which then Muradin's back inside the Entomb, but there's a bunker from Blaze. The jet propulsion is massive, and Probius gets a triple kill, resetting Diablo's souls. It's a quadra kill for the side of the dudes. They leave the Punisher behind as Leoric gets run down by Blaze. Oh my god. Clip that Probius moment. Holy heck. Jet propulsion into oh my god. Can Probius use the Photon Cannon target? No, I think you might be thinking of Gazlo. Gazlo with his turrets can target people. But Photon Cannon is not targetable below.
Team kill.
Well, oh no, the Punisher, it's on court. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, this will be the dudes taking map number 1 with the Probius. GG, well played. What an ending. That's a clippable ending right there. Put it up on Reddit or wherever. My gosh, that was beautiful. Hey, look at that. We're 19 subs away from our sub goal. And just like that. When did Leo die? Blaze chased him afterwards. Blaze was chasing him near the left side camp. The left side fallen shaman camp. Blaze kept chasing him down and got the damage needed. All right, the Probius does win. The dudes took map number 1 in this best of 3. Nicely done. Okay, thank you, Abisan, for the Prime Gaming earlier, as well as the Bandit Redemptions for the Good Boy. And my headphones are backwards. There we go. They are Parmesan sausage. I knew it immediately. When I looked at that photo. I was like, that's that quality sausage brand right there. Welcome back, everybody, into the Murky Cup Qualifier. Number 4, my name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have the dudes. On the right is going to be Storm League Enjoyers, and we're getting into map number 2 of this second semifinal of the day. Winner of this series goes on to the grand finals up next, which is a best of 5. Loser of this series takes 3rd or 4th place. Sorry, I just sprinted down the hallway. Not really sprinted, but I was walking fast. But I'm out of shape. Bahamut is the best sales guy for twerkies. Nah, Bandit is. Thank you again, everybody. All done mowing, time to actually watch and pay attention. Oh. Speaking of mowing, I kind of want to mow the yard. I seriously, I love my electric mower. Like, I like the grass to grow out a lot because I like to have, like, a little overgrown grass. Also because I think it bothers my neighbors. But yeah. But I am really tempted to mow the grass this afternoon. Last Sunday, when I was having just like, I didn't have the best Sunday last week, and it very much showed on stream. When I finished stream, I just went and mowed the grass and did a bunch of yard work, and that kind of helped out a bit. Last Sunday, I also watched Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. That movie is a flippin' trip. Oh my god. My gosh, is that movie a trip. I had never seen it before. I didn't know anything about it, and I was like, it was one of those movies that ended, I was just like, what? Huh? Alrighty, everybody. Johanna, Rhaegar on the left-hand side, Maev, and Lucio band away on the right. This is, if you didn't know, the style of draft where when heroes are picked and play, they're unavailable for future maps in the series. So the Diablo we saw in map 1, the Probius, are all unavailable, but an early Medivh will be grabbed here with the Dahaka Garrosh. I think they're just afraid of the Stitches picking that up. Now, question, and I have the answer. Sorry, that was gross. Have the member of the dudes done Alex Straza and Stitches? No. Crankle Crew has done Stitches Alex Straza. You could go Stitches Alex Straza as a bounty for the side of the dudes, which, by the way, the dudes have 7 total bounties. Now, keep in mind, winning with Murky is a triple bounty. So they technically have Hunt Illidan, not technically, they have Hunt Illidan, Asmodan, Monstrosity Abathur, and Butcher. So those are 4, and then they have the Murky, which is times 3, 7. If you want to know more about the bounties, exactly what heroes are available for it, who's claimed what, you can use exclamation bracket, get yourself over to the Liquipedia, and if you click on the main event tab, it actually probably should take you right there, and then scroll just below the prize pool, that's all the bounty stuff for, like, who's claimed what. But either way, let's get into it. Let's start out here. We have a Falstad Malfurion ban. Okay, so the dudes don't want to deal with the Garrosh Toss Groundbreaker Malfurion route that we were seeing a bunch of times earlier today. Let's see, what do we have, though, for this? There's the Alexstrasza. Mwah. Augur will be picked up here on the left-hand side. You know, Kalavoth, I think it was Kalavoth earlier, asked if I could be any hero on the Nexus, who it would be. You know, Hogger also is up there as well. I wouldn't mind being Hogger. I said Falstad or Rexar, but I wouldn't mind being Hogger. I also did say Alexstrasza, but I mean, that's my own. I got my own. My own desires. We have Vala Deckard. Okay. Oh, a snap pick onto Genji. I kind of like the draft of the dudes. Actually, I was incorrect. I said the dudes have 7 bounties. They have 8 because they got that Probius game. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's see how it all works out. That's Tomb of the Spider Queen. I want Towers of Doom. There we go. Beard is looking tight. Oh, thank you, home team. I took a shower today. I took a shower just for you. I was like, I hope home team comes to my channel so I can tell them about my shower taking. And now that you're here, I can tell you that I took a shower. That was part of the reason I had to get up at 5, is I was like, I can't get up at 6 an hour before the cast and just cook and go. I gotta take a shower and such. On the right, Storm League Enjoyers in the semifinal matchup, looking to continue this series into a map number 3 through Towers of Doom. We have Itrax Dahaka twice on the Garrosh, Arion Wazir Vala, Lovcall playing Decker Kane, and Alvarez will be the Bird Boy Medivh. Left side of the map, we've got the dudes, Blood on the Hogger. We'll see a Gaff Stitches, Banana, Alexstrasza, Gia with Genji, and Ixer playing Junkrat. Now, the other part of this bounty was not only just drafting Alexstrasza and Stitches, but you needed to take these Hungry for More and Circle of Life talents, which they did. So if the members of the dudes win this, they'll be claiming their 9th bounty in this tournament series. Also, Twitch predictions up and available if you'd like to make a gamble. Will this be a 2-0, or are we heading to a map 3? Okie dokie, Mr. Bandit. That's enough licking on the paws. I'll let you go for a bit, but you gotta chill. Gotta chill, dude. I know you're bored. We haven't gone for a walk yet. We will after stream. It's just, there's no way I'm walking Bandit at 6 in the morning when there's bears that are very active right now. Ooh! Stitches goes down. Vala with the sustained damage and gets the last auto in needed. 1 globe each for Alexstrasza and Stitches, as some portaling will happen here and stealing away this camp. Medivh steps into the bush and eats a steel trap. How are we doing on our gamble? 10k to 2k. All right. Well, we got odds. That's always fun. Oh, Genji rotates up. They take down Dahaka. Let's take a look at the, well, we have this lull here. Oh, wait, no, maybe no lull. I just wanted to see the, damage and such. A tower shot. Okay. Dahaka tried his best. He popped some essence. Anyways, Dahaka brush talks back into top lane. Genji and Hogger will finish out this camp. Push that into the fort front gate. Speaking of fort front gates, this one did take a bit of damage from that first set of sappers that were stolen away by Storm League Enjoyers, who found that kill and then invaded the camp or stole it away. Okay, so Hogger Pushing up top. Good toss, groundbreaker. Deckard Cain. Deckard Payne with his scroll of ceiling takes down Junkrat. Vala continuing those autos. She's already at 37 stacks. No way, not again? What? All right, we gotta check it, chat. We gotta check this. Where the heck? Wow, 32 overkill from a spin. Wowee. I'm blown away that Hogger found that second kill into Dahaka at top lane. That's pretty huge. Hogger getting these double kills, keeping the experience equal from heroic kills, but of course... Wait, what? Ah, minions. Minions is... Okay, that's the poll. That's the big difference. 6,900 to 5,500. I see. Makes a lot of sense since the Dahaka did die, so he's going to miss a wave or two. Or he's going to get reduced experience, as there's, I think it's 6 seconds for max experience and 39 seconds at 50%. Oh, goodbye, Vala. That's a stack of Creed of the Hunter gone. Garrosh gets a Groundbreaker hit. No Warbreaker level 1. Junkrat with the channel. Garrosh should have 1 interrupt. He actually throws Stitches into his ally. Wait a second here. Hold on. Top right. Are we going for the 40-0 dream? Well, 4 shots into the right side. Hogger still delaying out the right as well. If you're wondering what this is right here, that little tick, that is from Alex Strauss's level 4. But we'll talk about that in a second here. Hogger spins away and does not go down. And it doesn't seem like they're actually going to go for the 40-0. They're going to push things up in mid. Alex Strauss with a few flame buffets. Gaff being thrown out of position, trying to speed his way out of this. Concussion mine from Junkrat. Ooh, they need the heal from the Alex Strauss circle. And he's dead. Concussion mine pushes Garrosh back. But yes, you do have the Exuberance, I think is how you pronounce that. Which is well above 75% health gain, 50% movement speed. So that's that little kind of, what would you call that? Pip on the bar. Poor Valisant. Nah, that hook kind of came out of nowhere earlier. Uh-oh. Speaking of things coming out of nowhere, Genji rotates up. A lot of shurikens into the butt of this Dahaka, sorry, and he will not fall. Getting a little ahead of myself. I need to slow down. 1 sapper available for bottom. It's gonna charge in and get the damage onto the fort here. Alex draws a Circle of Life down. Does have 7 stacks on that Abundance level 1. Sorry, Circle of Life level 1 has 8 stacks now. I always mix those two up, because I mean, Circle of Life seems like the name of the talent. Like the basic ability, I mean. That laugh means boss is up. It also means we're 5 minutes into the map. At 12 minutes or so, we'll be seeing the center teleport open up and the upgrade on structures. Speaking of structures, top right gets picked up by Hogger. 5 shots available as we're getting into 10 talent tiers faster for the dudes, which makes sense. They've had some solo lane kills, denied some experience, and it's a 3/4 level lead. We'll cycle through the other numbers, get a better idea of that experience deficit once we see the experience tab. I was holding that for a second right there, thinking the hook would connect onto twice, but no, 13 talent tier and a good wiggle from our Garrosh avoids any sort of pull back into the enemy squad. Sappers cleared out in bottom lane, or at least they're being worked on right now. Our Hogger will start channeling on the low side. We've got Stitches anchoring in the bush over here. He's got Gorge, Dragon Blade, Shockwave, Lifebinder, and Riptire. The Lifebinder activated onto Alex Straza. I think she was a little worried right there. We do have that healing debuff from Deckard Cain. You saw that negative 75 near Alex Straza. That's from the level 7 Emerald. Dahaka looks for the drag. Genji actually eats that. So he's able to use his Cyber Agility to back away. The Leyline Seal from Medivh is activated. Stay a while and listen. Hogger, Shockwave into 2 enemies. Medivh is not done with his baseline stacks if I'm not mistaken. As a portal is set up by Alvarez, lets Garrosh back away. Dahaka looking for the channel, lands the drag, has isolation level 10. Warlord's Challenge, Stay a while and listen, Leyline Seal, and Rain of Vengeance for the Vala. So we're going to pull away those talents so we can see this team fight a little bit better. Hogger with a little bounce through that bush, gets hit with an isolation. Dahaka gets dragged. No Gorge activation as it was already used. 37 seconds left to go on that bad boy. Dahaka looking to get some essence and some potions from Deckard Cain. Uh-oh, Hogger. He's fine. Gets it with a Groundbreaker. Warbreaker. The Lifebinder's good. The hook from Stitches going out. Singular objective still available in the center of the map, as we do have that Alexstrasza Circle of Life level 1 talent finished out. So now every time she places an abundance, that Circle of Healing on the ground, she'll spawn a globe, which is great for the Stitches. Good synergy on that one. Portal from Medivh allows the Dahaka to back away, but a hook says no way. And Dahaka goes down. A slam from Stitches. Hogger, he doesn't have Shockwave for 5 more seconds. Groundbreaker to create some space, but Alexstrasza has the channel. And this will be a total of 10 shots into the right side core. A rough go for the side of Storm League Enjoyers here in map number 2 of this semifinal best of 3. Oh, now I can drink some tea. Holy crap, that was long. By the way, Lard, good luck on your. I didn't realize you were mowing the grass and not here, but I was mentioning earlier. Good luck on your one shot today. I wish you all the best. Apologize, I will not be present for it, but I don't think it matters. Good staggering blow into the bush. I think Hogger already saw the rotation from Dahaka into that, so just anticipating him being there. There's 3 sappers that could be pushed over the wall. Staggering blow already used. Genji's here in top lane to apply more pressure. And I think Hogger, I think Dahaka, I think he's just going to have... I don't think he can clear this out. Shockwave immediately into staggering blow, swift strike. He's going to tunnel. He actually pushes the sappers over the wall with that tunneling claws level 4. But, I mean, it was guaranteed to go over the wall either way. With Genji up there, it just seemed inevitable. Nice vault from Vala, avoids the hook. 1, 2, 3 sappers make it into the bottom left bell tower. As Hogger and Genji soak up mid lane. Portal set up by Medivh. 20 stacks of 40 for the Medivh. As a reminder, if he goes down, toilet flush noise will happen. As he loses all those stacks. Oh, a hook attempted. None to be found. Ooh, a little bit of lag on my end. Sorry about that. Looks like we're leveled, yeah. At some point I dropped 1,700 frames, so that's... And no one complained in chat, so I guess it was not very noticeable. Top left bell tower, or top right bell tower gets goes back over to the control of Storm League Enjoyers. Big stay a while and listen, but the Riptire will interrupt the storytelling. Alexstrasza does go down. She gets a Circle of Life or an Abundance out. The hook from Stitches with the fishing. 40% range. Doesn't find anyone, but this is going to be Genji going down. A double kill for the side of Storm League Enjoyers, and boy howdy, did they need this, did they need these kills. Easy throw dynamite. Ah, Loot Horde. 27 seconds on a Gorge. Lovecold will get the channel. Junkrat with the Concussion Mine, able to get back to the safety of his fort in bottom lane. We are 12 minutes in. I need to remember to restart my game after this this match, because it looks like there's some game lag. Ooh, good Concussion Mine to get away. Vola multi! Hungering Arrow! And that arrow hungered for Junkrat's health and life, and it did find the kill. Bottom left bell tower goes over the side of Storm League Enjoyers. That kill on a Junkrat's pretty big. Staggered death. Dahaka now maybe looking to pressure top lane. 32 to 19 in core HP. And this is single elimination bracket, mind you, chat, if you don't know. Winner of this semifinal goes on to the grand finals up next. Loser will take 3rd or 4th place, but 3rd and 4th place are still worth the same amount of points, which is... got a tab here. 5 points. 5 points. First place gets 10. Second place getting 7. And any other placement beyond 3rd or 4th gets 2 points. If you want to know how the standings look, use exclamation bracket over to the Liquipedia, as that is going to be a life binder onto the Stitches. Leyline Seal just come out. The hook goes looking for a Medivh and almost finds him. Gorge was available. If Medivh got hooked there, he would have been definitely dead with the hook, Gorge, and baseline Arcane Rift reset. Oh, gosh. These hooks are terrifying from Gaff. Genji in top lane with the help of Hogger will grab this bell tower. Sappers should be cleared away before they make it over the wall. Maybe one goes over. One does go over. Pop. But top right over to the left side, bottom left over to the right side. A little backwards on that one, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. Objective phase, alter spawning. Decker Kane should be able to get the channel onto this. Dahaka harassed in mid. We actually do see the Genji going way as Shimada. The Shin Gun was nerfed in the most recent patch, and we have been seeing a little bit of a different build for our Genji players. 30 stacks for our Stitches on his globes, which is going to be, it's every 20. So he still needs another 10 globes to get to 15% movement speed baseline. Right? Yeah, he's at 10% right now. So another 10, and he'll have 15% movement speed. So it'll be half speed of mount. Unmounted, obviously. Oh, a hook, a gorge. Garrosh should be dead here. Portal set up. Body blocks are good. Throws the Stitches away, but then he's like, wait a minute. I just threw him right where the portal was. Stay a while and listen from the Deckard Kane, but Hogger gets the no control out in time, or the Hog Wild, excuse me. And I can't believe it. I said Garrosh was dead, but he makes it out alive. Nicely done twice. You know what I should really make this week? Let's make some chicken wings. That sounds so good this week. I don't know why. I was at Rayleigh's on Wednesday, and I found like over 2 pounds of chicken wings for like $8, and I was like, this is a deal. I honestly should have just bought it then and thrown it in the freezer when I got home. It's not like it would have made a difference. I always feel like chicken wings are always so expensive, but that seemed like such a good deal. You just pop them in the slow cooker for like 3-4 hours with some hot sauce, and then in the oven at the end. Oh! Well, it's 27-19 in our HP. A triple altar phase coming up. Medivh on 29 of 40 stacks. Mr. Haka keeps tapping Bush for movement speed. Gia. Couple shurikens thrown into him. Banana, will he get delayed out by Alvarez? It's a little aggressive for a Medivh to drop down right there. So no, Banana will not be interrupted. A hook goes fishing. Nitrox gets the counter channel. Meanwhile, Dahaka brush talking into bottom. Junkrat trying to get to safety. Oh, some sappers making it over in top lane over here. One of the 3 make it over. And the other two, there they go. They make it over the wall. Meanwhile, those Stitches may be caught out here. Big stay a while and listen from the Deckard Kane, and Vala finds the kill. The leyline Sia coming out from Medivh as they do get the isolation, but no drag into Alexstrasza. She's able to back away. Bottom left bell tower regained by the side of the dudes. We do have the center teleport open, and forts are upgraded to keep values. Sappers and bottom grabbed here. Those will work their way into the lane just as this bell tower goes back over to the control of the dudes. But minion in the wave here. Vala damage is good. 1, 2, 3 sappers collide. We have Deckard Kane using the scroll ceiling for some extra siege damage. And over here on the right, there was an attempt on Dahaka's life, but he will not be taken down. Junkrat in mid did have the Riptire summoned. Mid fort is very low right now. Could be seeing the members of the dudes go for that conversion. So Itrex, he's going to start working on this top lane. Bell tower. And we'll see sappers over here in the bottom right to be grabbed. 35 regeneration globes for our Stitches right now as he misses the spawning one right there. Oh, boss grabbed. And just like that, it is 15-12 in core HP. A 3-point difference as we have top left and right bell towers up and available. Will these be traded? Oftentimes, when it's these positions, it's just traded between the teams. But it does feel like the dudes might want to take a fight here down 20, or just before level 20. Nice staggering blow into Garrosh. Deckard Kane sets up on the right. Alexstrasza on the left. Medivh floating around above. He has 33 of the 40 stacks on his Arcane Rift, as we will see tower shots traded between the two sides. 11-8 in core HP. Dahaka working on the top right over here, trying to regain control of this bell tower. Same thing from Junkrat in the bottom left, but he's got to be Garrosh here. He's got to be Garrosh here. He's got to be careful. Garrosh is rotating in for the flank. Garrosh, the new character in Here's the Storm. Wonderful. So we have this bell tower being worked on. Couple, yeah, nice concussion mine to back away. That must have been an alpha bathroom. Oh, wait, hold on. Dahaka in top lane. Has the tunneling claws. One sapper makes it over the wall, I think. Yeah, one sapper. There's still 2 available. No, Dahaka, no! Oh. The last thing you want to do is drag a sapper in like that. Oh, no, 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 no. Hogger's hearthing out, and no one's discovered him. Okay. Leyline seal from Medivh, with the Medivh cheats level 20, finds the Stitches. Hungry Stitches is the level 20. The Lifebinder from Alexstrasza activated. They're going to focus on the Medivh. He's got 33 stacks. That's the Dragon Blade! Genji is going to take down Decker Kane, 180-something HP. They wanted that Medivh stacks, but they won't be able to get him in time. And now 5 shots could potentially rain into the right side, but Vala, she should be able to take this down. Stitch is going to anchor, make sure she doesn't push this up. But he's already used Gorge, so it's not like, what is he going to do, Gorge her? Yeah. So Junkrat gets the channel. 4 shots. Oh, no, it still is 5. Sorry, it still is 5. GG. Wow. Wow. I think the score might have gotten away from Storm League enjoyers there at the end. I don't think they realized that was a game-losing bell tower. I don't think he realized that. Or they, excuse me. Well, the dudes take that one. We're heading into the grand finals, everybody. All right, well, if you're feeling generous, if you're enjoying the stream, we're getting ready for the best of 5 grand finals. It's in the stream title now, but be sure to subscribe if you'd like to support the stream further. It's always much appreciated. We are 19 subs away from our sub goal. If we can hit that today, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We've had a pretty decent week of streams, but let's keep continuing that awesome support for the good boy that is Bandit. I'm going to roll out some ads, and we'll get ready for our map number 1 in the best of 5 grand finals for Murky Cup Qualifier number 4.